Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we have TOE Hell stages 5 and 6 on the month of December of 2021. Guys, for this first one, we're going with a team that, well, we already know how it works. We're going to combine Tyrone, Dark Homunculus, and Ganymede. Even though we can't reset the enemy cooldowns, what we're going to do here is push back the attack bars with Ganymede and with Tyrone. With Tyrone, we are gonna freeze the enemies as well. And, well, we are going to push them back with Tyrone, even though they will get attack bar from his attacks, because the pushback is higher than the push forward that they get. So, given all that, I wanted to avoid this exact same thing that happened, which is to proc the passive of every unit turn 1. However, I think that proccing the passive turn 1 is actually the best thing you can do if your Spectra is tanky enough. And, well, you know how it works, guys. You have to actually Oblivion things here with Hernie. And what I wanted to do before I got that Despair on turn 1 was to at least Oblivion one of those two Josephines. And if I did that, then my Spectra was not at risk. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this first wave. Then you can Oblivion every single unit here, and of course you will use that skill to get a defense break as well, and you know that's a 3 turns Oblivion, so after resetting it with our Dark Homunculus we can use it. And guys, keep in mind that if your Hernie moves before your Dark Homunculus, which she should, then you have one skill on turn 1, then when your Dark Homunculus resets you get another skill on the second turn. Then your Ganymede will reset your Homunculus, and therefore your Homu will again reset your Hernie, so you can Oblivion 3 units in the first 3 turns. Of course, that is if the 15% chance of failing doesn't hit you. So yeah, she's very good, and of course she will be our healer here as well because of her second skill, so keep that in mind as well, guys. Now, before moving into each of the following waves, we have to replenish our skill cooldowns, and for this second wave, which really seems scary, really scary, we can actually freeze them all, and then we can try to control their attack bars, especially Oblivioning the one that's still alive. I wanted to Oblivion the Kinkies first, but yeah, it doesn't quite matter which you Oblivion first. You have to Oblivion the one that's not frozen. However, if everyone is frozen, then go for the Kinkies first, and then go for the blue ones. You will have to Oblivion everyone, because one attack from the blue ones, once they got that many stacks on their passive, may actually end up killing your full team, or at least one unit, which will be Spectra most likely. So because he's the weakest one of the bunch. So you really need to Oblivion everyone in this wave, guys. So yeah, if you don't get the right RNG, then things can get complicated. This stage is really tough overall. Okay guys, after getting way too close for comfort, here trying to replenish my skills, I had to use my skills in order to help Spectra survive. So yeah, now we got into the last wave and we are counting on the AoE pushback, guys, and we landed it on almost everyone, but we were able to land the attack and speed breaks on every single unit, which is huge, guys. That is huge. And now we have to start the Ganymede, Tyrone, and our homunculus control cycle. And you have to Oblivion both of the Veromoses so that they don't cleanse their party and give them attack bar and heals. You know, you have to keep the Veromoses Oblivioned at all times if possible. The worst thing here is that your only defense breaker will be your Dark Homunculus, and of course your Herny is your defense breaker as well, but you know you will have to rely on not landing a glancing hit on the wind boss. So yeah, that will be the hard part here, the hardest part. But you know, once you defense breaker and if you are lucky enough to land a couple of pushbacks, then you should be able to finish her off quite quickly, because you know Spectral deals a ton of damage here. And yeah, keep the enemies Oblivioned if possible, especially the ones that are not frozen. And apart from that, guys, heal as many times as you can. And of course you will have some casualties here, especially the water unit. But you know, if you have enough time, and of course giving back the defense break to the boss, it's amazing as well, thanks to Herny. So yeah, that can actually help us clear the stage, and here we did. So guys, we're moving on to stage 6. Here we are, guys, stage 6, and well, for this one we're going to use the provokes of Jan. We're going to use the Wind Paladin as well as a mean of getting shields, getting invincibility on Jan all times, and of course we are going to use Dark Homunculus in order to reset our own skills and the enemy skills, and we're going for Lauren because of the heal block, because you can't win the final wave without a heal block, in my opinion, guys, because those fire totems will be healing the boss all time. Guys, it will be almost impossible to prevent them from healing. So here we can't stun or freeze any unit, so that's why we are not going for Tyrone. And of course we can't even push them back. So this is really tough. It's a combination of restrictions that's really bad for us, because we are used to controlling attack bars and stunning people. So for this one we're going with Jan, and it's really dangerous, because you know those brownies can get another turn even if they are provoked, and of course when they attack they can strip your invisibility as well. So it's really tough here. The first wave is tough, but yeah, we can manage to win this with the amount of heals and cleanses we have. I went for the brownies first because they are the biggest risk of proccing and AoE defense breaking units, and of course they will end up killing you if you get defense broken. That's it, guys. That's why I think they are the biggest threat during the first wave. And now for the second wave, guys, I tend to get rid of the phoenixes first, but you know, it doesn't actually matter. Try to keep the Rakans under control. If you happen to miss a provoke on the Rakans, then you have the strips from your Lauren in order to prevent them to have attack buff, because you don't want them to hit that hard, you know? And of course, if they are not under provoke, they will go for your Luis, who is a really tanky unit in my case, and it should be in yours as well. So yeah, there won't be many problems during this second wave. The first wave was more complicated. Of course, there are the revenges from the collapse of Rakan, because they will get reset because of the third skill bar, Dark Homunculus. So yeah, that can deal damage on you and strip you and provoke you. However, we have the cleanses of both the wind and the light paladins, so that should not be too much of an issue, guys. And of course we have the reliable defense rates of Lauren here, so we can target one unit and kill that slowly. So yeah, of course the third skill of Spectra is very important, so that the enemies don't deal that much damage getting attack broken, you know. So that's it, guys. We're moving on to the next wave. And after replenishing our skills, here we are, guys. You should try to keep the boss provoked all time, and also the boss has to have heal block at all times. For that, guys, you should try to use Lauren first and then give her cooldowns back with our Dark Homunculus. However, you will still rely on some violent procs. That's why you need violent runes on almost every unit instead of except for Jan, who actually can proc out of her own invincibility if she has violent runes. Now go straight for the boss, attack the boss all times, and of course you have the reliable defense rates of Lauren here to help you deal more damage. And also please keep an eye on the units that get the detrimental effects from the fire totems, because you know they can deal a ton of dots on your unit, and that can end up dealing a ton of damage on you if you were to fail the provokes, as I did, guys. So yeah, we will have cleanses, we will have heals, but keep an eye on the HP of your units so that you don't get surprised with a unit dying with a proc of their own, you know? And yeah, apart from that, guys, there's not much I can tell you. I think I already told you a lot about this stage, and yeah, it's really complicated, but having heal blocks will be crucial here. That's the only way you have to actually kill a unit. And of course, if she's not reset and if she's not provoked, then she will transfer all the detrimental effects on your team, so that may make you start all over again, especially if the fire totems were to get a turn before you can heal block the boss, because one round of turns can actually fully heal the boss, or almost fully heal the boss. They can heal a lot. So guys, you get the idea. And of course, guys, if you enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and remember, if you have any questions about the game, let me know in the comment section and I will be very happy to reply as always. Guys, see you all in the next one. Bye bye.